All right. We have a narcotics card now. It's called Pathbreaker. Costs 1 blue. It's a tribal sorcery, as we said. Narcotics. Pathbreaker enters the battlefield tapped. Creatures your opponents control can't block this turn, if able. So if they're able to block, they are no longer able to block, I assume because of the narcotics.
So it just makes your opponents unable to block for a turn for 1 blue mana, which is not really a blue ability, but that's actually pretty strong.
It's pretty interesting.
For 1 blue mana.
Yeah.
It will never enter the battlefield because it's a sorcery, but
it
really doesn't matter. It's narcotics, man. Cursed Alchemist, 2 blue mana, creature, Goblin Shaman, 1/2. As long as Cursed Alchemist has an enchantment or other enchantment type among lands you control, it gets +2/+2.
The kitchen told me the teasing went on long after I was asleep. I'll leave it at that.
Steel Sands Pilot, it costs 1, a green or a blue, and...
You fill it in, you fill in the blank.
You just draw it in with a marker? You just get to pick what kind of mana you have to pay? All right. I'm just going to say, I'm going to make it Phyrexian mana, so you have to pay 2 life.
Okay.
All right. It's a 2/1 flying. Whenever you gain life, create a 2/2 green beast creature token.
Seems to have potential.
Whenever you gain life, you get a 2/2 green beast creature token, and it only costs 2 mana and 2 life to cast.
And the flavor text is out of this world. For the Steel Sands Pilot, when every schoolyard and bus stop will see your battle in steel-colored form, so does Steel Sands.
Absolutely amazing.
Wow.
What an amazing card.
I can't even imagine. I like this card quite a lot.
Yeah, this is going to be an A+ from GameSoup. Yeah, it really is drawing from a lot of Japanese-inspired artwork here.
Yeah, it does seem like it. Solitary Maniac. Okay, sure. It's 1 colorless, 2 blue. It's a demon with 2/2. It has flying. Whenever Solitary Maniac deals combat damage to a player, you may exile target creature.
Whoa.
If you do, Solitary Maniac gains Vigilance until end of turn.
Well, it's already attacked, so the Vigilance isn't going to do anything, but okay.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may cast that spell with Reveal No. With Reveal No, then you may play that card to pay the exiled cost. When you do, exile it.
Okay.
What?
So that's just a bunch of gobbledygook. That doesn't do anything. It's also in parentheses, so that's rules text. That doesn't mean anything, but the ability is pretty solid. If it deals combat damage to a player, you get to just off a creature.
That's incredible.
And it exiles. That can destroy indestructible creatures. That gets rid of it. Exile is gone. Gone for good for the rest of the game. No way to get it back.
This is a solid removal card then, right?
If you can get through with it, and it's also 3 mana for 2/2 flat. This is a real solid card.
I'm a fan.
Me too.
Serious Disappearance, just like Asura's Wrath. I guess it's an instant, costs 3 and a blue. Creatures you control have first strike and double strike. They can't be the targets of spells or abilities. Again, with the Japanese-themed art, I suppose. Creatures you control have first strike and double strike. Is double strike an existing condition?
Well, here's the thing. If a creature has first strike and double strike, essentially it only has double strike, because double strike is just first strike but better. Double strike means that the creature does first strike damage and then does normal damage.
Ooh.
So it's essentially the creature does double damage, and the first part of the damage, the first time that it hits before any other damage hits. That's what first strike is. So first strike and double strike damage happen first, and then normal damage. So double strike is first strike, then normal strike.
Okay.
So for 4 mana, creatures you control have first strike and double strike. I mean, maybe it's permanent, though, because it doesn't say till end of turn. You might just be able to give all your creatures essentially double strike permanently. But for 4 mana, probably a little bit too expensive for that kind of effect. I'd probably rather just have another creature at that point.
Maybe it has utility. Well, however, before you go on, I want to read the flavor text on this one.
Yeah, do it.
In olden days, in every palace, there was a swamp where you could lie down. It wasn't meant for solitude. It was where you found shelter.
Okay, maybe shelter from living any longer. If you if you lie down in a swamp, I don't know if you're going to be long for this plane.
Your body will be preserved extremely well, though, I've heard.
Oh, is that the end?
That's it.
Is that our last card?
That's our last card.
Oh, that was a short one. All right, we'll see you next time on Game Soup. We like you.